Hello everybody, I've got a Mark III Mondeo 05 plate, quite an old car now. I just got it in because we had to do a few repairs in it, MOT repairs. And as I drove it up the road, after about a mile or so, it started to make like a whoa, 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 like noise. You'd think I thought it was a wheel bearing to start with, but I wasn't convinced. It sounded like the driver's front. And if I spun the driver's front wheel and put my other hand on the coil spring as I spun the wheel, it felt a bit rough, if you know what I mean. So I thought, yeah, could well be a wheel bearing. It's not the wheel bearing, by the way. I'm going to show you exactly what it was. I got the hub off, and I got the hub in my hand with my hand on the flange and moved the flange, and it was fine. It felt good, and I thought, it's not the wheel bearing. I knew exactly what it was then. I'm going to show you. By the way, this car is an automatic, but I should think it's pretty much the same for manuals. This is the end of the drive shaft that goes into the gearbox, and along here you've got this bearing, and then you've got a splined part, and the other half of the drive shaft will go on here, which will go out to your drive shaft joint, your CV joint for your hub. But this bearing is your support bearing for the entire drive shaft, and it bolts on with a clamp, 213 mils, and bolts onto your engine block, onto a bracket, to support the drive shaft obviously. But this is the noise, this is what was making all the racket. And you listen to this. That is absolutely twatted. And yeah, I'll tell you what, that was making, it was quiet. I drove for about half a mile and there was nothing. And then all of a sudden the noise started coming in and it got worse and worse and worse. And I thought, you know what, I better look into this. Luckily for me, we've got like a load of spare parts for these cars, because when they get smashed up we strip them and get all the bits off them obviously. I did phone up Ford to find out whether you can buy this bearing separate to the shaft. And looking on their diagram, you can't. It looks like you've got to buy the entire shaft, which I didn't ask the price, I didn't even want to know. I can imagine that's not going to be cheap. So if you've got the same problem, your probably best bet, unless you can get an aftermarket one, you probably can, is to go to a breaker's yard and find a good one. But yeah, so the whole purpose of this video, if you've got a Mark III and you've got like kind of noises from like wheel bearing noises on the front, especially driver's front, don't assume straight away that it's the wheel bearing, because them bearings, I haven't been working on these cars for a while now, but it's all flooding back to me now. Them bearings do run out of grease and they can get very noisy and cause quite whoa, 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 whoa noises. I'll tell you what, I wish I'd recorded it in the car, but I can't now because I've done the job. But flipping heck, it was noisy. And after replacing that drive shaft for a good bearing, it drives like a brand new car now. It's ever so quiet, it's lovely. Anyway, that's it for today. Just thought I'd point that little fact out. So guys, see you in the next one. Adios.